Okay, so I had a dream. It started with a dream where a werewolf came to me and looked me straight in the eyes, and it just felt very calm and peaceful and very familiar. And so I realized that in a music video that I watched, it was that same werewolf. And then later I asked in another quantum healing session why this werewolf came to me in my dreams. And they told me that this is another aspect of myself on Earth. So my higher dimensional self is also projecting her consciousness into this other person as well. And so we just really wanted to get more information on that, just understand it a little more of how that could even be possible. It's just so interesting though, because I have felt very connected to this person.
So do you guys share a higher self? Or let's ask the higher self.
Yes. So one of my questions was I heard Bruce Lipton say that our cells have are like radio transmitters where they're tuning themselves to our specific soul frequency so that we can live in this reality. So we're really just being projected from our higher selves into this reality. So my main question was, how is this possible? How is there more versions of me with the same radio signal? And they're showing me that's exactly what it is. That there's a when you have other aspects of self, it's the same projection. Your soul is being projected, the exact same frequency, or that same avatar body is tuned to the exact same frequency. So it's all picking up the same frequency of self. It is really interesting because I didn't think of it from the masculine and feminine perspective. I just thought of it from I was thinking of it even higher from my multidimensional self, but I never thought of it between the masculine and the feminine. And they're saying that he is more in his power and he is even more of the masculine. And then on the other polarity, there's me that is love, that is here to heal and nurture others. As Ceirra noticed, and this is when she realized there had to be some truth to it, was they have the same personality, they have the same divine gifts, where he is using his voice and his solar plexus in this reality. And so it is just the energies that they came into, and it is the own experiences that built them to know what their self means to them.
So are aspects of self meant to really, aside from her situation, are aspects of self really meant to meet in this reality? Or is that where twin flames come, that the twin flames kind of do meet? Like what can you tell us about that?
They're saying the difference between aspects of self and twin flames is with twin flames, you have that magnetic charge because with twin flames, it's like your souls want to come back together. Most contracts, you have this agreement that your souls want to come back together. But when you have an aspect of self, it's almost not even necessary that you ever meet. It's like you have this love for each other, but it's a lot more calm. Like you're just like, I am you, you are me. This is beautiful. But you don't have like that same need for your soul's evolution or to experience the soul evolution that you do through a twin flame. So they're showing me like if me and him met, it wouldn't even be that big of a deal. Like it would
Twin
just be like meeting yourself. Yeah, so there are many higher dimensional beings that have multiple aspects of themselves on Earth. And this is something that Seer has channeled before. She just didn't put much thought into it. But they knew that they could come down to help and they knew that they could do it through multiple aspects of themselves. And when you know that time and space does not exist, then it is possible to have multiple aspects of self in the same reality. And they're showing me really all it is just a fractal of your soul that is having an experience. And so they're showing me it's like there's multiple of us that are just all tuned to the same radio dial, with the same soul expression. So the same personality and the same divine gifts. But then the way that we're actually perceiving our reality is completely different because, like we said, the way that your brain is actually taking in this information and processing it.
How does the brain like really work for us in all of that? Like the brain's the processor, like is it processing information from different chakra energy centers or what is it doing?
They're showing me a lot of it. So the unconscious, your unconscious mind, they're showing me is in the back. And it's almost just like this back projector that is projecting your entire reality. Um, and then you have different compartments of your brain depending on how you're experiencing your reality. So, depending on the emotions that you're feeling and the thoughts that you're having, you're experiencing your reality the same. So, if you want to look at it this way, if all these aspects of self, if they all started meditating and calming their mind and just going into self, they could start having the same experiences because they are the same soul.
That's phenomenal.